And it's going to be a long race out here, ladies and gentlemen, but it's been kicked off and our leaders are over the back straight at the moment. You can see them going past there. It's both Anna McDonald of 500 and Peter Noden there. Off to a quick beginning behind them, you can see Mark Thompson. Well, he's a full lap behind them, so no surprises that he zips past them pretty quickly as he goes in, moves up a couple of plays or a bit of distance there, but not really any places as he goes past those runners at the front. Behind the two front markers over the back straight as Marantelli passes her, it is Casey Hingham, a winner only last weekend over the 1600 metres. She'll be one to watch. Then it's Sean Quilty, who shared that 410 metre mark with Marantelli, who was actually off 10. He's back about now 50 metres. We go back a bit to Craig Harris in the grey and white, and then it goes up to goes back to Travis Longmuir, Phil Noden, Jacob Nolan. Going down the back straight now, the red and white there is Nicholas O'Connor. In the orange there, the next one back is Jordan Walker. Back to David Spencer, former winner of the 3200 metres at Stawell. He's in the black. Then it's the yellow of Alex Bacalia, the white of Mike Thompson, and no surprises that Michael Marantelli has gone past the front markers there as now the field has basically opened up with our leaders, Anna McDonald, number 26, behind Marantelli now as they're all on the same track, all within 400 metres of each other. So it's still out in front is Anna McDonald, number 26. She certainly sipped away from Peter Noden, who's back about 30 metres as they go down the back straight. Then it's Casey Hingham there, watch out for her, fresh off a 1600 metre victory. At Bendigo, I think that was, and then we go back to Sean Quilty, who's been a very, very good runner over many, many years, and at the peak of his powers was a silver medalist at the Commonwealth Games over the marathon distance. Back to Craig Harris in the grey and white, and further back now to Noden, and also Jacob Nolan and Travis Longmuir. Now we'll go back to the home straight here. Here comes Mark Thompson, the second back marker, a former World Junior representative for Australia. Now behind him there is Alex Bacalia in the yellow, and here comes the back marker, Michael Marantelli, as he goes past the start-finishing line. Five laps to go for the field. So Anna McDonald gets the call to 5 to go. Then comes Casey Hingham, number 25 there is Peter Noden, Craig Harris in the grey and white is the next runner to go through, along with Sean Quilty, as the runners now have settled down into the early stages of this 3200 metres. Jacob Nolan is here in the blue and white coming through, getting the call of 5 laps to go. So 2k to go. Next one in line there is Phil Noden. Here comes Travis Longmuir in number 19. Young runner there is in the red and white is Nicholas O'Connor, being tracked along, and in the orange there by Jordan Walker. David Spence into a nice rhythm there in the black as he goes to get the call of 5 laps to go. Back we come again to our back markers. It's Mark Thompson now going through in the white. Alex Bacalia settled down now, and he's going through to get the call of 5 to go. And the back marker, Michael Marantelli, coming through now with getting the call of 5 to go. You can see the job ahead of my Marantelli as we're just starting to see the early leader, Anna McDonald, number 26, come back into the finishing straight. So as you get the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, get behind the runners. There's a big, big job for them out there. They've got a lot of laps of this track here at Ararat to complete, but it's Anna McDonald going through with 4 laps to run, number 26. She's not to be discounted. She's won an 800 metres at Maribyrnong this season, also a 1600 metre victory at the Yarra Ranges meeting a couple of weekends ago. Casey Hingham looking very strong, along with Craig Harris going through with 4 laps to go. Behind him there is number 25, Peter Noden. Jacob Nolan starting to make a forward move as he leaves Sean Quilty back a little bit with the runner there in the pink and white of Phil Noden. We go back about 50 metres to the youngster there in Jordan Walker from the 200 metre mark. David Spencer settled in just behind him, the red and white of Nicholas O'Connor. And then we go back to Travis Longmuir, who's about to get passed by the second back marker in Mark Thompson in the white, Alex Bacalia the yellow, and Marantelli. You can see him there just tracking along and keeping his eyes on those runners off the back marks just ahead of him. Back to the front of the field, it's Anna McDonald. If we look up, she's probably got a lead of around about 200, 250 metres over our back marker in Michael Marantelli, but she leads the race proper by about 60 or 70 metres at the moment from Casey Hingham. Now Craig Harris has made up a bit of ground in this lap. He's the runner there in the grey and white. as he's moved up into second. A former 800-metre winner at Stawell, and also a very strong 1,600-metre runner over many years as Harris, as he's moved up into second place. Third is Jacob Nolan, who's slipped away from a few runners now, and fourth, in fact, sorry, is Jacob Nolan. We go back there to Phil Noden, then it's Sean Quilty. The runner there, number 25, is Peter Noden. And then it's David Spence and the youngster there in the orange of Jordan Walker. And we can see our back markers starting to get into contention now. It's Marantelli now leading up Mark Thompson, so he's passed a couple, Marantelli. He goes past the youngster there in the red and white of Nicholas O'Connor. Mark Thompson's trying to latch on to Marantelli. Alex Picalia still sort of within striking distance of those back markers as we move into the back end of the race. 3 laps to go for the entire field now, with just Travis Longmuir still to come to get the call for 3 to go. Here's the big task ahead of all our runners here. It's Anna McDonald still out in front. Craig Harris moving up into second place, along with the runner there in Casey Hingham. She's getting into a pretty good race here in the final end of this 3200. We're about to have a change of the lead. I think Anna McDonald has had a brave effort out in front, but she's about to get passed by Craig Harris. So Craig Harris is our new leader. Anna McDonald will try to latch onto him and try and stay in contention. She's got a pretty strong finish, has young Anna, so if she can just stay close enough, Craig will have to be wary of that. It's Casey Hingham still in third, Jacob Nolan, then we go back to Peter Noden, David Spence, the orange there of Jordan Walker, and gee, look at Michael Marantelli, ladies and gentlemen. 2 laps to go for the field. He's made up some serious ground here as they move into the back end of this 3,200 metres. The next time we see them, they'll get the call of 1 lap to go. You make the judgments. Can the back marker, Michael Marantelli, who's making up serious ground, catch up to them here in this 3,200? It's Craig Harris out in front. Probably got a lead of about 100 metres over Casey Hingham, who's moved up into second. Anna McDonald into third. Jacob Nolan, Peter Noden, and here comes Michael Marantelli, who's moved up into fifth. He's gone around a few more. He's got the leaders in his sights at about 600 metres to run for our leader in Craig Harris. Then we go back to Casey Hingham. Anna McDonald still gallantly hanging on there to third. Jacob Nolan back to fourth. Peter Noden and Marantelli, look at him opening up the stride in the back straight as he's picking up the distance of the runners out in front of him with every single stride. Craig Harris out in front. He won't be easy to run down. He knows how to win big races as he comes past here to get the call for 1 lap to go. That sound of the bell is about to ring shortly for Craig Harris. Casey Hingham is trying to settle in for a big last lap. It's then Jacob Nolan, Anna McDonald. It's still Phil Noden hanging on with everything he's got for fifth at the moment, but he's got a fast finishing back marker in Michael Marantelli. Get right behind him, ladies and gentlemen. He's going past for the second last time. What a run from the 10-metre mark, Michael Marantelli, as he sets out after the leader, Craig Harris. Casey Hingham, Jacob Nolan now moving nicely in the last lap. Anna McDonald's getting passed by Marantelli now. He's up into fourth position. It's Craig Harris in front, Casey Hingham, Jacob Nolan, Marantelli starting to pick up his pace as he knows he's going to have to go past these runners pretty quickly. It's Craig Harris in front, Casey Hingham, young Jacob Nolan now pushing up to try and take over the lead, and Marantelli's got them right in his sights. There's about 250 metres to run, and look at this run from the back mark, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Marantelli is about to go past the entire field and take over the lead. What a performance from 10 metres. Michael Marantelli striding out. Jacob Nolan trying everything he can to go with him. He's not going to make it easy for Marantelli. Look at this run from Nolan. So Nolan is right under the heels of Marantelli as he's flying away here with about 150 to go, but Nolan's not giving up the fight. It's Michael Marantelli striding a bit harder, putting in a little bit more pace. Nolan trying everything he can to get to him, but they're not going to get to Michael Marantelli. What a run from the back mark. Michael Marantelli, what a performance. A fantastic run from 10 metres. Wins the Victorian Cross Country League 3200. A fantastic performance. Jacob Nolan, great run from him as he takes second. Phil Noden finishing with everything he's got for third. Oh, great run there from the orange of Jordan Walker, Casey Hingham, Craig Harris. Here comes David Spence. Anna McDonald and Mark Thompson finishing off almost together. Alex Picalia and the rest have still got a bit of distance to run in the 3200. But what a performance from Michael Marantelli from the mark of 10 metres. Takes out the Victorian Cross Country League 3200. We've still got a few runners to come, ladies and gentlemen, so just keep that track clear, as the runners have still got about 200 metres to go, some of them out there. Peter Noden just finishing off, Travis Longmuir still coming with about 150 metres to run in this 3200. But you can appreciate how much effort's gone into it. You can see some of the runners there are pretty dead on their feet there on the track, and a fantastic performance to see them make the trip here to Ararat and then contest this great 3200 metre event. And Trav Longmuir just finishing off now. Trav, of course, a great runner over many years in the VAL, and good to see him still out there having a go at things in the Victoria Athletic League. He's finishing off now, number 19, Trav Longmuir. Great.